Good evening. Today is Friday, July 1st, 2022, and we continue to have more updates on the spread of monkeypox worldwide. You can see here at least now 3 countries now having more than 1,000 cases of the virus, and the total number of cases worldwide is now at least 6,500. So the outbreak is certainly accelerating and continuing to spread rapidly around the world. Let's focus first on Spain. Since our last update, Spain has reported an additional 468 cases, bringing their total number of cases to 1,515. We can see here that in Madrid there's already 847 cases of the virus and 380 in Catalonia. Still 3 autonomous communities in Spain that have not reported a case of the virus, but nonetheless, Madrid, Catalonia, and Andalusia really racking up a significant number of cases of this virus. So 1,515 total cases in Spain. The United Kingdom today releasing another epidemiological update on the spread of the virus in the country. Since our last update, there has been an additional 325 cases, for a total now of 1,235 in the United Kingdom. You can see here, since the previous report, which I had not covered in the last video, on June 26th, that there were an additional 159 cases. We can see as well that the significant majority of these cases are in England and in London as well. So a total of 1,185 cases in the United Kingdom, or rather actually, no, a total of 1,235 confirmed cases in the United Kingdom. So that being quite significant. And here we have the update from Germany. Germany reporting now 1,054 cases total. That is an increase of 289 since we last did an update on the spread of the virus. Again, it has spread to all 16 federal states, and as far as I'm concerned, most of these cases are in the capital of Berlin. France reporting an additional 168 cases since our last update for what is now a total of 498. You can see that basically every part of mainland France has reported at least one case of the virus. Of course, that's discounting France's other territories in other parts of the world and also Corsica, but nonetheless, a significant number of cases here in mainland France. And there are a total of 336 in Ile-de-France, which is the capital region, and that continuing to be the epicenter of the outbreak currently in France, which, again, 498 cases, almost half a thousand at this point. The United States of America, CDC continuing to have very interesting approaches to reporting data. United States reporting 459 cases of the virus, which is an increase of 216 since our last update. But perhaps quite interestingly, that is not reflected at all in the state-by-state breakdown, which still lists 396 cases as the total number. But we know that 459 is now what the CDC is reporting. We can do some limited observations of new cases in U.S. states. Not a full picture, given that we don't have the breakdown of those 459 cases that were reported by the CDC, but nonetheless, we can do our best. California, at least according to this data, reporting an additional 27 new cases of the virus since our last update for a total of 89 cases. That includes the first confirmed case of monkeypox in Orange County. Orange County is part of suburban Los Angeles. You can see here the health department in Santa Ana making this announcement. It's the first confirmed case, or the first presumptive case of monkeypox in Orange County, and which probably will be confirmed by the CDC, or already has been confirmed by the CDC. The state of New York reporting an additional 59 cases since our last update, now for a total of 96 cases. You can see that there are now 87 cases in New York City, as well as 5 in Westchester County, which is an increase since our last update as well. I don't think the Sullivan County and Chatham County counts have changed at all since our last update, but we can also note new cases. The monkeypox virus being reported for the first time in Rockland County and in Suffolk County. So the virus certainly spreading in the New York City metropolitan area, almost 100 confirmed cases in the state of New York. And again, also, this data not being reflected in the CDC's update, quite concerning that the CDC is not as on top of this as it should be. The state of Illinois reporting additional 19 cases for a total of 46. Again, I think that is an undercount because in our last update we had talked about how Chicago had more than 40 cases of the virus, and the CDC had yet to incorporate that into their data. So I expect the numbers actually greater than 46. But nonetheless, we can note some announcements here from various health jurisdictions in the state of Illinois. Will County, which is in suburban Chicago, and if I'm understanding correctly, western suburbs of Chicago, reporting their first case of probable monkeypox. So that's the first case in Will County, Illinois. Evanston, which is in Cook County, home to the city of Chicago, Evanston, Illinois, and its health department reporting its first probable case of monkeypox. So again, the virus continuing to spread quite extensively in the Chicago metropolitan area. And then we also have this case in Lake County. Lake County is in the northern suburbs of Chicago on the border with the state of Wisconsin. They are confirming their first confirmed case of monkeypox as well. And the confirmatory testing pending with the United States Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. But nonetheless, at least 46 confirmed cases of the virus in the state of Illinois. Florida reporting an additional 14 cases for a total of 41. I don't have the news reports with me at the moment, but that includes the first confirmed case of the virus in Pinellas County, which is home to St. Petersburg in the Tampa metro area, and similarly the first case in Polk County, which is also in the Tampa suburbs. So that is some updates there from the state of Florida. Broward County also moving quickly to make sure that its outbreak centered around Fort Lauderdale and the Miami metro area does not grow out of control. DC also reporting additional 12 cases since our last update, now for a total of 28. In Massachusetts, which reported the first case of the virus in the country way back in May, reporting additional 6 cases of the virus, now for a total of 19. Texas reporting additional 3 cases since our last update, or rather 5 actually, according to the Texas Department of Health, for a total of 12 cases. Again, a discrepancy with the US CDC, which is only reporting 10 cases for the state of Texas. And interestingly, Texas saying that new monkeypox cases are originating in the state of Texas, meaning that there is community transmission of the virus in the state of Texas. And I mean, this is just one of many instances of community spread that have been identified in parts of the United States. So not much of a surprise. Earlier in the week or last week, Austin, which is the state capital, had said that they understood there to be community transmission of the virus in their city, and we're just receiving more confirmation of that here from the Texas Department of State Health Services. So 10 total confirmed cases in the state of Texas. Pennsylvania reporting an additional 8 confirmed cases for a total now of 10, and that includes some significant developments in the Pittsburgh area. On June 30th, Pittsburgh appeared, or actually no, June 29th, I believe, on Wednesday. Wednesday, June 29th, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is part of Allegheny County, reported their first confirmed case of monkeypox. Then yesterday, June 30th, they reported their second confirmed case of the virus on the north side of the city of Pittsburgh. And that was, at that point now, 2 confirmed cases in the city of Pittsburgh. And then now here we are today, July 1st, the third confirmed case now also being reported in the city of Pittsburgh, or rather in Allegheny County. So Allegheny County now reporting a total of 3 confirmed cases. And it also notes here doctors with Central Outreach Wellness Center previously reported a 4th case on Wednesday, and a patient from Indiana County. I'm actually not entirely sure what they mean by 4th. I don't know how much I can comment on that. We'll have to see more data from the CDC and potentially the Pennsylvania Department of Health. But nonetheless, a total of 10 confirmed cases in the state of Pennsylvania, and now these 3 confirmed cases in Allegheny County, home to Pittsburgh. Virginia also reporting 5 confirmed cases for a total now of 8 in the state of Virginia. And interestingly enough, I don't think it's actually noted here, but they reported that they were in different parts of the state, northern Virginia, and I believe as well southeastern and southwestern Virginia, so certainly in different parts of the state. And I believe the state health department also did note that there was evidence of community spread of the virus. Actually, you can see here 3 cases in northern Virginia, 1 in eastern Virginia, and 1 in southwestern Virginia. And that is the update at the moment from the Virginia Department of Health. Nothing more specific other than the region of the state of Virginia where those cases were identified. Georgia reporting an additional 3 cases for now a total of 8. We don't have much information about where those cases are. I would expect most of them to be in the Atlanta metro. but we don't have official notification about that. Washington State reporting additional 2 cases for a total of 6. Minnesota, an additional 5 cases for a total of 6 as well. Again, no specifics on where those cases are being identified. Utah reporting an additional 3 confirmed cases, now for a total of 5, according to the CDC. And we have local news reports from the Salt Lake City area reporting that of those 5 cases, 4 are in Salt Lake County, which is home to Salt Lake City, and 1 in Utah County, home to Provo. So 5 confirmed cases in the state of Utah. New Jersey reporting an additional 3 confirmed cases for a total of 4. No specifics on where those cases are, but nonetheless 4 confirmed cases in the state of New Jersey. And then we have here a monkeypox case confirmed in the city of Cleveland, Ohio. That's an additional 1 case in the state of Ohio, now for a total of 3, and the first confirmed case in the city of Cleveland. We also have some more information about the virus spreading in Puerto Rico, in New Hampshire, and in Michigan. So here in New Hampshire, the virus, or at least the first probable case being identified in Rockingham County in the state of New Hampshire. So that is the first confirmed case there. Michigan as well, reporting their first probable case of monkeypox in Oakland County, and that being according to the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. So that being the first confirmed case in the state of Michigan, and also a case in the Detroit metropolitan area. So the first confirmed case in the state of Michigan. And that is, as far as I understand, the fullest updates we have so far from the United States. An additional 216 confirmed cases for a total of 459, and that number expected to grow in the coming days and weeks. We can continue. Portugal reporting additional 50 cases since our last update, now for a total of 415 cases, most of them, as this report notes, are in Lisbon and the Tahoe Valley, but in other regions, including the North, Center, Alentejo, and Algarve, as well as the autonomous region of Madeira, so certainly spreading within the country into different parts of the country. Nonetheless, 415 confirmed cases in Portugal. We also have 31 new cases of the virus in the Netherlands now, for a total of 288. The National Institute for Public Health and the Environment saying that the number of daily infections seems to be increasing slowly. Not sure if I fully agree with that, but we'll have to continue to monitor the spread of the virus in the Netherlands over the coming days and weeks. Canada reporting an additional 52 cases now, for a total of 287. Quebec continuing to lead the country in reporting the most number of cases. Ontario now almost at 70 cases. I don't have the breakdown from the Toronto, or rather the Ontario and Toronto Departments of Health, but I'd expect a lot of those to be in the city of Toronto. Alberta appearing to report maybe 1 new case in British Columbia, potentially 3. I don't have the specifics on those cases, but nonetheless, an additional 52 cases of the virus in Canada, for a total of 287. Have an update here from the Italian government. Additional 65 cases since the last time I did an update, now for a total of what appears to be 192 confirmed cases of the virus. We can note Lombardy in northern Italy continuing to be the epicenter of this outbreak. Total of 109 confirmed cases of this virus in Lombardy, and a total of 192 in Italy. Belgium reporting additional 40 cases of the virus now, for a total of 117. That is the update from Belgium. Switzerland recording an additional 23 cases of the virus now, for a total of 91. And they've recently added this new table here that shows the number of cases in Switzerland as it compares to the number of cases confirmed worldwide. You can see both sort of going on the same trajectory in the same direction, and perhaps quite interestingly, the Swiss government saying that they currently see a moderate threat to the population, which is a significant change from previous comments where they sort of said that they did not think there to be any significant threat to the population, now saying that they see a moderate threat. So that is something to take note of. Next, we have an update from Israel. Israel reporting an additional 13 cases since their last update, now for a total of 42 cases in Israel. That is the update there from the Israeli Ministry of Health. Ireland reporting additional 11 cases for a total now of 39. That is the update there from the Irish Health Protection Surveillance Center. Austria reporting additional 17 cases now for a total of 37. That is the update there from the Austrian government. Brazil reporting an additional 17 cases also since our last update, for also a total of 37. Most of these cases are in Sao Paulo, which has 28 confirmed cases of the virus, but they're also in the state of Rio de Janeiro, as well as Rio Grande do Sul, and most recently now in Minas Gerais, which confirmed its first case of the virus in someone that had recently traveled to Europe. So Brazil now at 37 confirmed cases of monkeypox. Sweden reporting additional 15 cases since our last update, now for a total of 28 in Sweden. Most of these cases, as Sweden is noting here, are in the Stockholm region, which is home to the capital, and all the cases are in men between the ages of 20 and 60 years old, according to the government there. Hungary reporting additional 7 cases of the virus for a total number of 19. The Hungarian health department here noting that most of the people that have been infected live in the capital, Budapest, and most are men, young men, roughly between ages 29 and 41, is noted here. So 19 confirmed cases in Hungary. Denmark reporting an additional 2 confirmed cases since our last update, now for a total of 18 cases. And there is not a lot of specific information about where these cases are in Denmark, but nonetheless a total of 18 confirmed cases in the country. Norway reporting an additional 2 confirmed cases of the virus for a total number of 17, and that being, or actually potentially an additional 4 cases now, actually, for a total number of 19. This being a statistics website with the Swedish, the Norwegian health department right here. Apakopper being monkeypox, and you can see the total number of cases in Norway there listed as 19, and most recently updated today, July 1st, 2022. So 19 confirmed cases in Norway. Australia reporting 1 additional case of the virus, and this is the first case in South Australia. Australia has really not released many updates at all, at least in the past 2 weeks. The first cases were detected in New South Wales and Victoria, and then they sort of release no more updates thereafter, which I expect to change soon. But nonetheless, South Australia recording their first case of monkeypox. It's someone that traveled overseas. It's the first new case in Australia in quite some time, and brings the total number of cases in the country to 14. Romania reporting an additional 5 cases over the past few days since our last update, for a total now of 11. At least in these 3 new cases that they diagnosed since June 28th, all three of them are in the capital, Bucharest. So a total number of 11 cases in Romania. And this here also being the other update, 2 new cases, part of the total 5 new cases since our last update. Again, both are in Bucharest, and both are men and young men. So a total of 5 new cases in Romania, and 11 confirmed cases total. This is with regard to our update on Czechia, the Czech Republic, with a total number of 8 confirmed cases of the virus. That's an increase of 2 since last time. So 8 confirmed cases in the Czech Republic. We also have an update from Greece, which has an additional 4 cases since our last update, for a total now of 7. Interestingly enough, here Greek media noting that the 7th case of the virus may have spread domestically. It seems like the National Organization for Public Health has not yet been able to make that determination official, but suspect a community spread of the virus nonetheless in Greece. Argentina reporting their 6th case of the virus. That's an increase of 2 cases since our last update, now for a total of 6. Interestingly enough, the virus has spread beyond the capital of Buenos Aires and has been detected in Cordoba, and that being a 25-year-old man who recently traveled to Mexico. I'm not sure if the Argentinian Department of Public Health is releasing specific data about where all the cases are, but nonetheless we understand most of them to be at the moment in Buenos Aires, and this 1 case here in Cordoba. So a total of 6 cases of the virus in Argentina. Malta reporting an additional 2 cases of the virus, now for a total of 6. Again, this being made known to us by a report from the European Centers for Disease Control. So 6 total confirmed cases of the virus in Malta. We also had an update from the Luxembourg Ministry, the health directorate there. It appears that there's been an additional 2 confirmed cases of the virus. Actually, no. It looks like it was reported as though there were an additional 2 confirmed cases, such that the total was 5, but then this news report suggesting that that was removed, and it did not increase to 5 and remain to 3. So some confusion there from the Luxembourg Ministry of Health regarding how they are reporting this information and seemingly backtracking without any explanation. So anyway, 3 confirmed cases of the virus in Luxembourg, unchanged since our last update. Iceland reporting 1 additional case of the virus, bringing their total number of cases to 4. Again, no specific information other than that it's a middle-aged man, and it seems he has a domestic infection from a previously unknown carrier. So it essentially suggests a community spread of the virus in Iceland, a man that contracted it domestically and whose source of infection is just unknown. Peru reporting additional 2 cases of the virus for a total of 3. It's not allowing us to see this without looking through a paywall, but nonetheless, 2 new cases in Lima, which is the capital, which is where I believe the first confirmed case was identified anyway. So 3 total confirmed cases of the virus in Peru, and I believe all 3 of them are in the capital, Lima. Georgia, the country, appearing to report 1 additional new case of the virus as well, for a total number of 2 cases in the country. South Africa reporting 1 additional new case of the virus as well, also for a total number of 2 confirmed cases. The health ministry reporting that second case was in a male patient from Cape Town with no travel history, suggesting community spread of the virus in South Africa. This had already been suggested previously when South Africa reported their first case, an individual in Johannesburg that also had no travel history. So quite concerning that the virus is appearing in 2 large population centers, Johannesburg and Cape Town, with no travel history, suggesting that there is already some extensive transmission cryptically in South Africa. The Bahamas reporting their first confirmed case of monkeypox. This is a visitor who came from the United Kingdom on June 9th and was quarantined upon arrival. And that is the update from the health minister, Dr. Michael Darville. Estonia reporting their first confirmed case of monkeypox, and that being a middle-aged man who became infected while he was abroad, and he had typical symptoms of the virus here according to the Estonian Health Board. And I forgot to include this, but also Turkey reporting their first confirmed case of the virus right here. That being from Reuters, according to the health minister, Fahrettin Koca. The first case being reported in a 37-year-old, and he has an immune system deficiency. He made that announcement, the health minister made that announcement on Twitter. So Turkey reporting their first confirmed case of monkeypox as well. And that is the update on the worldwide spread of monkeypox. As of the evening of Friday, July 1st, 2022, we have 6,549 confirmed cases of the virus worldwide. Currently 191 suspected, most of them being in Spain. And that brings the total number of confirmed and suspected cases to 6,740. This outbreak is rapidly accelerating. If we look up here, we can even see a chart of the number of confirmed cases by day, and it is just going up and up and up, faster and faster and faster, and I don't expect that to slow anytime soon, and I think it's going to warrant some more concern from national governments, especially ones that continue to insist that this poses little risk to the public and does not spread easily, but also by the World Health Organization, which I would imagine is going to have to reconsider its decision to not declare this a public health emergency of international concern. But we will have to wait and see on that. Again, this is the update on July 1st, 2022. We'll continue to follow the spread of the virus in the coming days and weeks, and how governments and international health organizations respond. Thank you.